This is Tom from the Metalheadz show here with Andrea from Lacuna Coil. How's it going, Andrea?
Good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just started the tour since like less than a week now.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were coming from a North American tour that we just finished like a couple of weeks ago. So non-stop till end of November, and then we finally have a break.
Awesome. So how's this tour been for you so far?
It's good, pretty good. I mean, all the gigs were pretty full, sold out or almost sold out.
Yeah.
And the package is working pretty well. The Motionless In White guys are bringing in more young kids, and we have our fans plus some of the new generations as well. And Devilment is a good new band to discover for the kids, and Danny from Cradle is there, so it's interesting. So far so good.
Awesome. How was your Halloween show? Did you guys dress up for that?
Yeah, we dressed up, we did some special little things on stage, but it was a lot of fun. It was in Bristol. Yeah. And we also had some special shirt we were only selling that night that we designed. Mark, our bass player, designed them just for that special night, and they went sold out, so it was pretty good. And it was fun. Halloween's always great. It's always a special atmosphere already, no matter what. So to play a show is always wherever we've been celebrating it. Either it's in North America, in Italy, here. It's always been a great show.
Yeah.
It fits perfectly the mood of the band, probably.
Definitely. When you're out on a headline tour like this, how do you choose your set list? Do you listen to what the fans want, or do you play what you feel will do well live?
I mean, we know that there are certain songs that we have to play, no matter what.
Yes.
At least one from Comalize, like Heaven's a Lie usually is the song that's really Hard Truth, Trip the Darkness. Some songs we have to play them no matter what. And then we try to introduce some of the new ones, of course, so we have like 4 of the new ones. Actually, this is a co-headline tour, so we don't play a long set.
Okay.
It's like an hour, and so we have 4 new songs, and the rest is older songs, either from the previous album up back to Comalize. That's the as far as we go in terms of going back, because that's the album that everybody discovered the band through. So it doesn't make sense right now unless it's a special show to go back further than that.
So moving on to Broken Crown Halo, are you still finding the support for that album going strong?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, times have changed, and also the life cycle of an album is different than it used to be.
Yeah.
We used to do 2 years for a record, and then take another year to write the next one, and maybe every 3-4 years release an album. Now you have to kind of come up with an album every 2 years, so it pushes everything faster, And sometimes I don't like that because it's a creative process to write an album, and you don't want to be forced too much. Of course, you need to have a deadline, otherwise it'll take forever to finish a record. But it's also not good to have, that there is this deadline, you have to be out within a couple of years, otherwise people will forget, or there will be somebody else, or blah, blah, blah. We're lucky enough we have built a name in previous times where there was still the chance to grow up and to become a better band step by step, not necessarily on the first release. And so we're lucky we have a name, we have people that is following us, and now we see different generation of people coming to the show. But it's very hard for new bands to do that, and I really don't like the fact that we're pushed to release an album. I would love sometimes to just take a little more time to, because that's what creativity is about, is to develop ideas, not just to try to force them.
Yeah.
But you have to cope with the reality that the fast way music is being produced and used by the people.
Do you feel that's because there's more money in touring now rather than in album sales?
Yeah, that's for sure, but also it's the way the internet has been speeding up everything. You have one video one day on YouTube which is, oh wow, that's so cool, and then the next day, or maybe the next evening, the same evening, you already have something else. So it's the spread of attention is very quick. And the new generation has discovered music through YouTube or Spotify or illegal download. So it's changed the way they use the music. It used to be you buy this CD. When I was a kid, you buy this CD and it's going to be there forever, every day in your car or in your stereo for a long time. And nowadays it doesn't happen as much anymore. Some people, yes, luckily they still they grow up like me, so they still buy the CD, they still listen to it. Some others, they just pick up a couple of songs or a video that they like. So it's just a different world, I'm not saying that it's worse or better, it's just different.
Yeah. Awesome. And so how would you compare Black Crown Halo to previous Lacuna Coil records?
I think it's kind of an evolution of. We always been incorporating a little bit of new elements every record in order to progress and to keep it fresh for ourselves first. So I think there are some new elements, but it's not something completely new that you won't recognize the band. I think it's a record that is a sort of a passage for us because we've been changing part of the lineup this year. End of last year, and so now we have a new drummer, and we only a 5-piece instead of a 6-piece. We only have one guitar, so we are looking forward to work on new material to see what's coming up. You know, we have a newer vibe in the band, but of course we still need to play all of the old songs as well. So that album has been a specific passage for us towards a new way of leaving the band, and something that we close a chapter with the previous guys, you know, the guys that worked with us previously, and they've been just retiring from music business. I mean, it's not that we got a fight or something like that. They just wanted to move on and don't tour as much anymore, and they just choose other careers, you know, not even in the music anymore. So it's been something natural in a way. You know, after many years, I totally understand that you don't feel it anymore. You know, because and if you don't feel it, it's a very tough lifestyle to live. You know, because you're going to only see the negative side of being away for a long time, and you don't see. There's not the kind of money that it used to be in the business. So it's not. You don't do it just for the money. You don't do it just for the. So you need to have that passion to be there and to willing to play for the people and to have a great show, you know. And I think that's something we have understood better, becoming more mature, how much we should enjoy every show, you know, every night, even if sometimes you're tired or you're bored of playing the same songs. But once you go out there, you really need to make 100% of it, because you never know, you know. Now it's here, but you never know when it's going to be here again, you know.
So how would you say the new members will influence the new material?
Basically there is one new member, which is a drummer, but he's quite a different drummer. It's very good with a really fast double bass and heavier kind of drummer in a way. And so I think there will be a little bit of heaviness in the next record, which we always wanted to bring, but sometimes we couldn't because it didn't appeal the style of the drummer, or he wasn't feeling that. I think at this point in our age, in our career, we're kind of free to go wherever we want, you know. So of course we're not gonna do something completely different because it wouldn't make sense. You still need to recognize the style of the band, but definitely we're gonna experiment a little bit more on the double bass. There will be some fresh air. I think some new ideas.
Well, thanks so much for speaking to us. Have a great show tonight, and all the best for the rest of the tour.
Thank you, guys.